All right, well, you guys know this walk that we do. We're just heading out. We got a cold and rainy day here in March. It's weird. This weather's all over the place. One day it's cold, one day it's not. It's just one of those, I guess, winters, spring. But you can see it's a mess. Again, another mess. We got mud everywhere. We got all sorts of stuff going on here. Got to figure out what to do with this. Probably just seed it over and lime it. This is sort of one of our main winter pastures. We usually hold the cows up here as the rest of the farm starts to grow, but we're just not there yet. There's Freddie just cleaned out the chicken area. So a couple geese. There's a 40-20, which I don't like it out. That's an old classic war horse right there. And I'm gonna go check on our hay storage and see where we're at. So we're definitely getting light here. And interesting enough, we got those white bales you can see over there. We got our testing back. And the crude protein, I want to say was about 14%. So the protein in the white bales is really, really good. We're happy with that. And, as a result, obviously, the cows are appreciating that. I just want to make sure that we don't have death sitting on hay that the cows are supposed to eat. Not the smartest thing to do. But let me come in here and take a look. You can see we're getting pretty light on squares. That's what we got on square bales. And then we got round bales. This is all dry hay that we have. So we're this whole barn was full. This was a full barn. And actually, I'm noticing that we have a wet spot here. So that's not good. Wet spots and barns, not good. So we have Emmanuel, our Amish friend. He'll be stopping by next week to redo one of our structures. So he'll help us out. But you can see, well, let me take a look at that hay. See what we got here. It's just trying to see where we have maybe another wet spot. Take a look up top. I don't see any holes, but we're just trying to. That's actually dry. So anyway, like I said, this is always about planning, right? This whole farming thing is all about planning and having a plan. I know Lauren's downstairs checking on the animals, but I spend a lot of time checking structures just to make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. In one of the previous videos, we showed you the Amish. They rebuilt this floor on this side with 2-inch hardwood, and they did an amazing job. And this side now is a bit weaker for sure. So you can kind of see that gap, 2 inches versus whatever we have over here. So the next once we clear this hay out, probably move everything onto this side, and then we'll have them rebuild this floor. For those of you that, you look for numbers, right? You think for, what did it cost to just do this laneway right here, from here to here, $4,000 just for that 2-inch hardwood and to get that going. So I actually see that water is associated with that daylight, that little hole right there. So if we let that continue, we'll have a problem over time. Believe it or not, just a little bit like that creates a problem over time. So we're cutting open a bale here, getting ready to feed the cows a little afternoon sesh, and that's what we got. So anyway, it's been a long winter, as I've shared with everybody. But I know a lot of farmers this time of year, right? It's March. We're waiting for that sun to turn on. We want it to get warmer out. We want this grass to start growing because hay is dwindling. And when hay dwindles, there's some guys out there that have a surplus. Good for them. And they tend to charge a lot for it when they have that surplus and you're running out. So we again, we have some big decisions to make here as a farm. We have to make decisions as to what we're gonna do, you know, with our herd. You know, we do enjoy, as crazy as it sounds, and some people, they may hate this part of the business, but like, we enjoy having babies born on the farm. It's kind of a cool thing. It's what farming is. But a big part of what we do is direct to consumer meat sales. So when we have to feed, you know, babies and mamas bombs of hay like that, it gets quite expensive. And you know, we just have to make decisions. Is it best to be birthing cows here or calves here, or are we better off buying in steers? And that's a decision that we have to make. But personally, I think we're going to be leaning towards still birthing here, and then you know, again, trying to figure out what that sweet spot is in terms of herd size for us. You know, when we first started, you know, again, first gen farmers, we didn't realize the cost of hay, and we didn't realize just, you know, how long it takes a cow to grow out to be finished. And when you consider all that stuff, you know, you realize like how much time and money you have in the inputs of that animal. So for us, we like to have a little more control over the whole process. So buying feeders that are 900 pounds, I don't think is the best option for us as a farm, because we like to know, you know, the path of origin of that animal. So, but we do have to figure out what our sweet spot is in terms of the amount of animals. What's the amount of cows that we need to do what we need to do? And hey, what's the amount of animals that perform best on this land? Because that's a really important question. Like, we're realizing that there's a lot more wetland here. There's some you know, marshy grasses. That's not good for raising cows. So here's the dairies. So they're doing good. Lauren's watering everyone down over there. There's Emma, she's gorgeous, and there's Sweet Pea, and there's Cappuccino. And we haven't given her a name yet, so if you have a name for her, she thinks she's a dairy cow, but she's actually a beefer. So here's these guys. We like to come and spend a little time with them, but you know, again, going back to the original point, we have to make decisions as to what's the optimal amount of cows that will perform well on our land. Those are all the baby pigs going crazy over there, and that's a decision that we have to make as a group. And truthfully, we don't know the answer, so we haven't made a decision yet because we don't know the answer to that question. So these guys are really, really gorgeous. We just, as per the recommendation of the vet, we just gave them selenium shots. These two and her, and then the little bull that we have around the other side. So we tested pretty low in selenium, but coming up with your optimal herd size is obviously quite important. This year we spent over $50,000 on hay, so we're trying to decide what's the best. There she is. What's the best next step here? So if you guys have any inputs, let us know how you've determined herd size and optimal herd size. We'd be interested in learning that from you. And you know, on this channel, the goal is to just share the story, right, as to where we're at, what we're doing, what's going on in real time, and going from there. So that's what we got today. It's a slow, rainy Saturday, and anyway, that's what we got. We got to get Miss Sweet Pea here bred back. Her calf was sucking on her for a while. Emma had, I don't know if it was some kind of, definitely some kind of a mite or lice that she was dealing with. So we took care of her. She got some ivermectin, and now her hair coat is finally growing back, which is very good. This is some new mineral that we're starting to serve everybody. So let's see, what's it called? It's called
Certifeed.
Certifeed. So it's a multi-mineral that was recommended to us. So because we dealt with some mineral deficits, we're now taking care of things and seeing what we got. So let's see if she takes to it. We've been giving them minerals, you know, with some frequency, so they should be pretty good. Do they have a? Oh, you're gonna put it right in there. All right. We'll see if they go for it. Can they get to? Yeah, they can get to it. And they're kicking it all over the ground. So, does she have any?
I don't know where her dish is.
We're in search for mineral dishes. We go to the Tractor Supply every week and buy bowls. So that's that's a dish. So we if I had to guess, we probably spend like $500 a year on bowls. Bowl. And that's what we got. So anyway, back to the topic of today is determining herd size. We're in that phase now as again we have calves dropping, and we got to determine what we want to do. And also you have to balance that out, those decisions, against the great and strong, very strong cattle market right now. So if we're going to reduce the herd and we're going to sell, now is the time, because obviously the price of beef is really high. So we'll probably end up going through the herd and finding our cows that are performing, I hate to say the worst, but aren't performing as well as the others, and making the decisions to move them along in favor of some better genetics. So that's what we got. That's the story here at Freedom Farms today. Again, a laid back Saturday. You saw the weather. It's just one of those days. So on days like this, you take it easy and catch up on the things you got to catch up on, and go from there. Let me just show you though. We have this skinny black cow has been in the barn now for literally a few months, and he's been a test of ours. And I'll tell you why. So we did a lot of blood testing on him, and he was found to have very, very low, almost non-existent levels of selenium. So he was injected with selenium. He had no parasites, no worms, nothing like that. So we're hoping that through the injection and through a very, very consistent diet of mineral, we'll get him back on track. So we'll see. Again, we're going through the process here, and we're making decisions accordingly. So that's the update today. We'll be back. We'll give you guys more. We got some wood to build our chicken tractors out. That'll be the project for next week, as we get another 100 meat birds coming in for a total of 475 to get started. So hang with us. We'll talk to you soon. I hope you guys have a great day, have a great night, have a great life. We'll see you soon. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, give us a share, give us your comments below. We love to hear from you. All right, see ya.